Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Thank y'all for coming. I am not having the best of days right now. The best of the day right now. My day is going horrible, very horrible. I'm trying to, I wouldn't say even meditate. I'm just trying to I think more so clear my mindset out of encounter. I don't know, man. I've encountered several different people with bad attitudes today, and it's like I done nothing to none of these folks. Um, my kid's mom just straight up called me gay because of my nails or whatever the case may be, and she say, she did this in front of my kids, and so before that, I was dealing with like other stuff from other people too, and so it was like, man, at this point, could like my license ain't the best right now, so I didn't want to just like drive off or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And especially driving while I'm angry or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm doing good. Watching these kids through the back window because they up in here acting crazy. How was y'all day going? I like to thank everybody for coming through. I really appreciate y'all. I was planning on dropping some. I was gonna drop some new music today. I think what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna end up having to drop the song tomorrow because I still have some editing and mixing to do. And the process for me, I think I had just finished recording the song, and then like I get a text. I think I get a text message or I text somebody, and that conversation went left, and so I think I got distracted from doing the editing on the songs, and I don't like to put the songs out any type of way, and so what I had in mind was, oh, okay, so y'all everybody in here familiar with the show Martin, right? I'll get to the chat in a second, but I'm just trying to like right now kind of like clear my mindset. But yeah, so I got a Martin Flow freestyle. When I mix the beat and I master it, or whatever the case may be, the y'all gonna hear like the little Martin, y'all gonna hear that part in the background like throughout the whole song. Normally I would have that like I would have the part of the show as the hook, and then I will come in and do my freestyle and stop that. But I think I'm gonna have the words uh, going through the whole song. Hold up, y'all. So Michelle, my prayers go out to your father. It really does. Um, your father dealing with something. Bianca's father is dealing with something. Uh, yeah, it's a lot of I gotta put it, it's a lot of sickness going on. Yo, Jaden, what's happening? Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, it's a lot of sickness going on, y'all. I'm just glad it ain't me. My diabetes tried to, tried to cut up on me the other day, but it ultimately it stopped. I end up taking the insulin shot. When I don't have the shot, I do what is called metformin, and I had to stop taking metformin because they was thinning and making my blood more thin than what it's supposed to be. And so y'all gotta imagine at one point I was dealing with Slim Shell. Y'all remember when I was dealing with the whole diabetes thing like back to back, and then it was a shift to where it stopped after a while. It stopped because they had changed from I was on something else. I forget the name. Was it they switched me from that to metformin? And once I got on the metformin, it helped in the beginning, but then afterwards it was like something what it wasn't right about it, and so it was standing in my blood, and that's why y'all kept seeing me get sick like every other week. It was standing in my blood, and so I went to get checked out for that, and they switched me to the shots. And so they tell me, if push come to shove and you run out of needles or you run out of the insulin, it's best for you to take a metformin. And so it's like I had to choose: do I take this metformin and have my blood thin, and then that's just gonna drain me of energy? I know that we got this vitamin in our blood that which is energy to us, and so either lose out on that energy and take the metformin for the time being, And the next day I get my needles, but by that time the damage has already been done. Beetlejuice, what's happening? Virginia's in the building. Yeah, I'm gonna drop some new music for y'all soon. It's just like when I do want to drop some music, somebody want an intro did, or somebody want something like that, or I was working on a film with Fanny, and so that have came about, and what I did, like I re-uploaded the what is that, the comic book flow, and as a why name it comic book flow, I should have named it Superman. I don't know why, but it's already done, and I can't go in and redo it. It's gonna cost too much money. What y'all eat today, man? What everybody have for breakfast? Like I said, I was just getting ready to eat, and it's like dealing with dealing with your with my kid's mother. That's a whole nother ball game. That is a whole nother ball game. I'm the type of person, right there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like to argue. I cannot see this chat. I need my glasses. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my glasses. All right, all right, I'm back, y'all. And so, okay, so back to what I was saying. Dealing with my kid's mom is a different ball game for me, man. Cause it's like I'm the type of dude, right? Cause I grew up with, like, I seen my cousins put their hands on their girlfriends, and the police get called on them. I done like already been through that stuff, and so I'm the type of dude when it comes to my kid's mom. If something occur where we have to link up, 9 times out of 10, an argument is gonna happen. But I'm the type of person that's not. I'm not gonna put myself into that argument. I like to walk away, whether it's public and private. I like to walk away. I don't even like to argue, like, cause I already know how I am. When I if I argue with somebody, I get upset. Once I get upset, that leads to stress. And so I just walk away, and it seems like nowadays that's the bigger issue with you walking away, cause once I walked away, it just like verbally, it got just verbally bad for me. It was like, all right, like some things I understand you gonna say you upset, you a female, but if your kids is right here and your kid's father is right here and they looking at this mess, right? They're looking at this damn argument, which that's already a bad thing, and that's why me as a dad I have to walk away because we had a majority of boys, and anything I do, they definitely gonna replicate, and so I try to walk away or whatever the case may be, and that get worse. I mean, because the kids have to. The first thing she said was like, "Look at your nails. You're gay." And I'm like really, like, for one, are you like 30 something years old, right? Like, do we still judge people based off of their appearances? And it's just like, second thing, even if I was gay, which I am not, right? If that was the case, what would be the issue? Like, why would you use it as an insult, right? And then the last thing is like, you don't say that to somebody that been through what I've been through, especially around the children. You know, um, they pretty much familiar and tapped in with what happened to me as a child because I had to explain it to them in case something happened to them. If they go over at cousins or whatever, wherever. If something happened, you need to let me know. And so they pretty much familiar with it. And it's like, yo, you a grown. Like, I can understand a teenager doing this, but like you 30 in the 30s, it's like, because I don't even see myself fighting fighting with another male at the age I'm at right now. And it's just like, everybody not gonna have the same mindset. You know what I'm saying? And that leads you to think sometimes like, yo, what was I thinking when I was this age, or what was I thinking when I decided to do this with this person? It leads you to, and then that ultimately leads you to knowing, okay, ultimately I must have developed because I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. And I mean, I'm grateful because I got children and whatever the case may be. But it's like, man, it's I don't know, and I try to be like the best person, and uh, be the best co-parent or whatever case you want to call it. I tried to be the best at not give any problems anytime the phone ring, I picks it up anytime anything needs to happen. I'm there. But the moment, I'm gonna just be real with y'all. If in this case it's alcohol, and I don't drink, so y'all have to put two and two together on your own. Let me say it one more time. In this case, it is alcohol. I don't drink. Y'all have to put two and two together on your own. And so, that's, I mean, I'll be happy when they all get to pass the age of 18, even though I'm probably gonna be an old gray man by then, right? I'll be happy when they all get 18, so I won't have to deal with this nonsense. And then it's for me, it's like, damn, I don't want, I don't want your kids turning on you, young lady. So you have to be careful how you treat their father, because right now they're probably at an age to where their brain is vulnerable or whatever the case may be, and the fake tears and all of that. I did a shorts where I was talking about a young man that called the police on his old lady, and when the police got there, he was begging the police not to take her to jail. Them things I said in that video, I was speaking from my experience with this woman. That's why I say, yo, you know, I feel sad once the police get there. You see, look, the kids is always watching. She just totally did that in front of my babies, and they always watching. They always around me, and so for me, it's like that's the hurtful part. It's like I'm gonna have to answer to these kids ultimately. They're gonna ask questions ultimately. I don't want to tell them that your mom is alcohol. I don't want to say that. Like, I want my kids to have a great memory of their mom. And even when I get treated, you know, wrong, I still make sure I let the kids know y'all have a great parent. But I just think like some people is lucky, like it's really lucky because I grew up with people that literally, you know, and I, 8 times out of 10, when you grow up in an environment, you become part of that environment. Luckily, I wasn't a part of what I grew up around because it'd have been different stories. I've been coming back on here live like, yeah, I just bailed out of jail because she slapped me and I elbowed. Like, it'd be different. Um, and I'm still able to smile and stuff after it, but it's just like, yo, I have to answer these questions when these kids ask me why is she call you gay because your nails black? Does this mean I can't paint my nails black? I thought you was a rock star. Like they ask these questions like kid quit. I thought you was a rock star. Don't rock stars paint their nails black? Is the rock star dude Kiss gay because his nails black? So it's like that. You all of this like you saying all of this to hurt me, but you not hurting me. You really hurting the kids. You impacting the kids, and then you have to. Another thing you have to remember is, hold on, Myra, I don't need you out here right now. I'm trying to talk to my audience. Another thing you have to remember is there are people that's gay, and there's nothing wrong with those people. So why use that term as an insult? And so, like I say, I try to be the absolute best father I can. In a situation that occurred wasn't even like it wasn't even worth all of it. It's like, yo, all right, so a couple of the kids, just an example. I may be like, yo, a couple of the kids missed like 2 days of school. They called my phone. What's up with that? And because I asked that question, I'm gay. I get shoved. I get threatened to get brothers to come kick my ass. And it's just like all type of stuff. And it's like in the midst of this happening, I have to sit there as a man, swallow it, swallow my pride, tuck my ego, and sit there and smile and go, okay, you right. You're right. It's not working. And I have to. The reason why is because look, there's another one. They always there. He trying to hear what I'm saying. You see, y'all see what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling y'all. This is why I have to tuck my tail and do all of this because my babies is always watching. And man, listen here. Like I say, I grew up where men in my family beat the female. The police got caught so much. One of my cousins still in jail or in prison right now because he was a 2 times felon and he ended up beating his girlfriend. And like I was probably like 16 when it happened, and he's still in prison from that. And that's just one case and one example. And this happens with multiple males in my family. And so like I say, I just pat myself on the back for not becoming a part of that environment. Getting caught gay in front of my kids, getting caught this, getting caught that, and just verbally assaulted. And one thing that people always ask, what is your pet peeve? I cannot stand a female that call a male out of his name. Like, there's under any circumstances where the female should call the male the B word. Like I get like I've heard that word so many times that I know it's coming when it's about to come. I even accepted it. It became a running joke with me. Every time something happens where we have to collab to do this or do that with the children, and I get called that, I get to laughing. Even just like now earlier, like when I got called gay because of my black nails, because I'm a rock star, right? Um, I started laughing. I said, you know what? Maybe you're right. And just started laughing because what else can I do? Like, do I get mad at? I've heard it several times. Do I get upset? I have to teach these boys because that is their leader, and so I have to teach them how to react. Once a woman do this to you, once a woman treat you like this, once a woman say this to you, I have to show them by action how to react. And a lot of that comes with swallowing your pride, tucking your ego. And like I said, I could easily drive off, but I know my license isn't good because of some a couple things that happened back then, and I have to get my license renewed. And I'm in an area that's a suburban area. This isn't, it's probably two black people in this whole neighborhood, and I'm one of them. And so the cops is always lurking around, and you know, I'm just going. Like I said, after that, I got locked up for 7 days for feeding the homeless. I said I'll never go back to jail again, and I'm just trying to stick by that. And so I can't, when she do that and come around, I can't just leave and nothing. I can't leave my placement in the hands of somebody else because I don't know what may happen. But the best thing to do during a heated moment is to either leave or step back. And I decided to just step back, come out here, get on the live, talk with y'all, just kind of vent in a way a little bit, I guess. But yeah, I'm one person. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat, but I just have to get all of this off my chest because the gay thing is really getting to me because it's like, okay, we get it. I'm not a street character. I was a former, and she knows this because I got with her. I was gang affiliate and got her affiliated, jumped into the gang, and so my background speaks for itself, and I'm not proud of that. And I'm more proud that people look at me and be like, "Oh, that dude is a little bit light." Something, I'd rather have people look at me like that than to look at me and go, "That dude look like a killer," or "That dude act like a killer." And so, just when she keeps saying that over and over, and she already know my background, my criminal history, she knows this. She knows somebody shot me 8 times, and that person is no longer living. Like she knows these things. And for her to be trying to soften me up by calling me whatever she calling me in front of the kids, it's just like if it was just me and her, no problem. But while my boys right there, that's the biggest problem because I'm their Superman. I am their superhero, and so you cannot break down a superhero in front of the people we save. That's not gonna work. And so that's why I try to stay strong for them fellas, and I try to be an example for other guys too. But I see they really don't come around to the chat like that. They probably come around and get some subscribers or some supporters because they know I got loyal followers. I try to be an example for some guys too, even though some of them in the right placement and don't need an example, but they can be here to embrace the example for other young men. But yeah. So I'm pretty much not doing nothing. I decided to just come on here and kick it with y'all for like a 30-minute time period. And mind y'all, when I first got up, I don't know if a lot of y'all noticed or not, but I do work at the Breakfast Club. I am a cameraman. I don't put everything on YouTube. Everything is not really meant to be, on YouTube like that. I already gave y'all my whole life. Like, my life is YouTube. So y'all have all the insight I have on my life. So I have to have some kind of form of privacy. And that is, where I'm working at right now. And so I get up, I go to the Breakfast Club, and I probably get an hour of sleep because I have to be there at 6. Probably went to sleep like at 4 or something. Y'all see the post, the last post I made. Y'all know what time I fell asleep. I go to the Breakfast Club, and I'm working. And so after that, I have to go get the kids or whatever from the little camp. And so the whole day has really been me being productive. And so like the one time I do decide it, because y'all know I'm back getting straightened. I'm back on the bandwagon with that. So I've been working out too. And so the one, I'm like, yo, I must chill real quick. I can't keep neglecting my body. I'm about to go ahead and eat something. I promise you, this is like a movie. As soon as I put the food up to my mouth like this, the door gets knocked on. I opens the door. It's the villain. I'm instantly. It's no hi, what's up, or what's up with this text or none of that. I'm instantly getting getting called the B word, get called gay, and it's like, yo, I didn't even. Okay, hold up, and I'm still trying to, cause I'm such a good-hearted person. I'm like, hold up. let's just talk about this. And I'm trying to eat my food because I'm hungry as hell. The food gets slapped out my hand, and I'm like, so I still haven't. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything yet due to this crazy mess. Um, yeah, I so man, people. Somebody else asked. I think I was in the store and some lady asked me. She was like, "You going?" Because I went with like four of my boys. Like, you don't have some more kids? I'm like, nah, I'm good on that. Because it was cute at first. I'm not gonna lie, it was really cute. Now it's like, it's so uncute because of what a mother have done to me, And it's like, it's gonna be hard for me to trust a lot of other women, and it's already kind of hard for me to trust women just because of this situation. And it's like, you better announce yourself when you behind me, boy. You don't see this firearm right here. You can't become a creeper from the side of the house like that. You gotta let me know when you behind me. How much of that you have sentence you heard? Did you hear? Was you? How long was you back here? How long was you back here? I was sleeping back here. You didn't see me because I dug down behind that fence over there, and then I came to that trash can, and then I ran back here. Look, I dug down all the way down there. Did you hear somebody call me gay because of my nails? Huh? You don't have to lie. Come on right here. You tell me. Who? All right, go finish playing. I'll take you after a while. I have to eat something first. Yeah, we'll go later on. I'm gonna take you. Go. I just showing y'all that ain't no cat. I ain't come on here to make nothing up. I just want to no kids do to feelings like I'm not even right here. Mine say yes, I'm grown, but I just feel like I want what's best for the kids for me. Absolutely. Yeah, and so I just wanted to, cause like some people do this for clout. They, come on here making up stories, and I ain't say nothing to him. I just asked him, did he hurt anybody? I ain't say the name, and that's what he said. And so I'm just like, um, at this moment, like right now, when I get off live, I think I'm gonna continue to sit out here, probably medicate myself, and probably do some exercising or something like that. Cause it's like this is why it's difficult for me to gain my weight back. Cause like when stuff like this happen, right? And y'all have to remember, diabetes, especially type 2, we have to eat up to 6 meals a day. I cut back to 4 because I'm trying to cut back on carbs and things like that. And so even after the situation gone, and it's like, okay, that situation over with, I don't even have an appetite no more to even, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna try to gain that back, but I'm about to do some exercise. And he just asked me to take him to the lake, so I'm gonna take him to the lake. They probably want to go out to clear their mind. Got another one coming over here crying. What's wrong? Moose, what you take from him? Come on. I know you got something, Moose. I know you just give it to him. Come on, give it to him. I was a kid before. Get it. It's under that shirt. Give it to him. I appreciate y'all. We got 5 more minutes up on here. Oh, I see. Snap back. Thank you for coming, sis. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate you checking in every other day. That's real love. Hey, that's exactly why I'm here to build relations and relationships with folks. So that's real love. I really appreciate it. It's a beautiful day out here, y'all. I promise it is. Birds chirping. That's what you was crying over, Myron. A little tiny laptop. Having kids is a big responsibility, but I don't see myself with it because of some people can do things and hurt me, and God don't like ugly. Man, listen, yeah, yeah. I wasn't. See me, I was 15. I wasn't thinking. You know what I'm saying? You know, at 15 years years old, and you from the hood, you from the streets, and all your peers was your cousins and uncles, and you know they kind of from the street. It's like with me, it was like, man, I wasn't thinking. I was escaping. I was trying to escape. I already had been through something, which explained why I was sleeping around at the age of 15, anyways, due to what I was going through when I was a kid, and so yeah, I don't think I think I was trying to heal myself. I was trying to self heal, and I was using as that, and instead of thinking like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, Josh, thank you for coming in. Yeah, we got 3 more minutes on here. I'm going to I'm jumping on live tonight. We got to, because we got to get the watch hours is moving. Y'all moving them up. I really appreciate y'all. We got to get it going. So if we can keep this up for at least another month, you know what I'm saying, or 60 days, then I should be there. Probably 30 days. Knowing y'all be getting it in. Y'all be running them things up. Some shit, I seen your playlist. You got a whole playlist dedicated to my videos for watch hours. When I seen that, I like, oh, she's a real one, for real, for real. Y'all ain't noticed I'm growing a beard back out. At least I'm trying to right now. And so that's why y'all don't see me. Once it's in a growing stage, you don't mess with it. You don't groom it. You don't line it up. You let it grow. And then once it get to a certain level, that's when you groom it and do what you got to do. Y'all know I can transform. Now don't play with me.
Do what?
He said transform into what? Bro, it wasn't like that. I was using it as a term. They are always around, y'all. Always. I think that's why my dad stopped coming to the live too, because he probably was jealous, because he seen that I could take care of all my boys and he couldn't even do nothing for me and the little 3 brothers that I did have. What a shame of yourself, Joseph. And we share names. I'm sorry, y'all. Some fathers need to be put in their place. No, I'm not spazzing out or tripping or anything like that. It's just when you speaking sometimes and you speak some truth and you come to realization like, I'm 32 years old. My dad brought me one thing in my entire life. I think I was 7 years old. I don't even remember that. I don't even know if he brought it or somebody else brought it. But it's like, come on, dude. What was the excuse? And he had his nerves to come show up and pop up in the live, and I'll be all friendly like, y'all go subscribe to my father. Ain't no more of that. Y'all see him pop up. We ain't subscribing. We ain't sharing his music. We ain't doing none of that. We gotta start. Bless you. We gotta start holding these fathers accountable for the things they do. Maybe if he was in my life, I wouldn't even got things wouldn't happen to me as a child. You know what I'm saying? If I was right there, how he right here next to me, if that was me and I was my father, if it was like this growing up, it'd be all right. But dude was distant. He was somewhere out in the woods. I couldn't find him. You gotta hold these no good fathers accountable, man. The mothers too.
Can you tell me that we didn't go to the lake and stuff, catch aliens?
You can tell them.
We've been going to the lake and we went bug hunting.
Yeah, I'll be doing the real things with my kids, man. All of that shooting and playing GTA with them. Nah, I'm taking them out here to this wilderness. I'm gonna show them how to catch some fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna teach them what bug to identify by poison, by color. Teaching them the real things in life, man, and that they can take on with them when they grow up. Uh, yeah,
Oh, I remember we was going to we was going remember last night we was going to the you know we was going to the store that those 3 deers was about to get us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was 10 deers. I mean 10 deers outside.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna let y'all. I don't want to get on y'all nerves too much because I'm gonna need some of y'all at not need some of y'all. I'm gonna want some of y'all to come through at 9 o'clock tonight to come support the live. It may be 8 o'clock depending on how I'm feeling. I really appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all put a smile back on my face. Kind of forgot why I was upset. So thank y'all so much, man. I love y'all. I will see y'all on the other side, man.
Look at me.